Ever wondered why some people live past 100, seemingly defying age, while others struggle with health issues way too soon? Here's a shocker. The secret might be hiding in a part of your body you've never even thought about, like your tongue. I'm diving into ancient wisdom and cutting-edge science to uncover bizarre, life-changing health rituals that can transform your longevity. We're talking about hidden practices from Tibetan monks to Mediterranean grandmothers that could add years to your life. This isn't just trivia, it's vital for anyone who wants to stay vibrant and independent as they age. Stick with me to discover a 5-minute morning protocol and shocking truths about modern hygiene products that might be harming you. This is for you, to help you live longer and stronger. Curious? Let's unlock these secrets together. If you find this valuable, hit that subscribe button, comment your thoughts, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Let's spread the word on living better. 1. High in the Himalayas, where oxygen is scarce and winters can kill, a 103-year-old monk named Tenzin starts each morning the same way his teacher did 70 years ago. While most centenarians are confined to wheelchairs, Tenzin still climbs stone steps to ring the monastery bell. His teeth are intact, his mind sharp, and his breath doesn't clear a room when he speaks. When curious visitors ask about his secret, expecting tales of meditation or herbal teas, Tenzin simply pulls out a small copper tool and scrapes his tongue. That's it. 10 seconds. Every morning for 8 decades. Now, before you roll your eyes and think this is some mystical nonsense, consider this. Modern science has caught up with ancient wisdom in a pretty shocking way. That fuzzy coating on your tongue isn't just leftover dinner or morning breath. It's a thriving metropolis of bacteria, dead cells, and food particles called a biofilm. Think of it as a bacterial nightclub where the worst troublemakers in your mouth come to party. Here's where things get interesting. Most people brush their teeth, maybe floss if they're feeling ambitious, and call it good oral hygiene. But brushing your tongue is like trying to clean a shag carpet with a broom. You're just rearranging the mess. A tongue scraper actually lifts off this entire bacterial layer in one satisfying swipe. Why should you care beyond having kissable breath? Because every time you swallow, you're sending that bacterial soup straight down to your gut, where it crashes the party of your beneficial microbes. Your gut microbiome, which controls about 70% of your immune system, doesn't appreciate these uninvited guests. The result? Chronic low-grade inflammation that ages you from the inside out. But here's the real kicker that'll make you want to scrape your tongue right now. Researchers have found specific oral bacteria living in the brains of Alzheimer's patients. One particularly nasty character called Porphyromonas gingivalis, which loves hanging out in tongue plaque, has been discovered in brain tissue of dementia patients. These microscopic invaders can slip into your bloodstream through tiny cuts in your mouth and somehow cross the blood-brain barrier, potentially triggering the brain inflammation that leads to cognitive decline. So that morning tongue scraping isn't just about fresh breath or even gut health. You might literally be scraping away future dementia, one stroke at a time. The ancient monks didn't know about P. gingivalis or the blood-brain barrier, but they understood something profound. Keeping the gateway clean protects the entire fortress. The technique is embarrassingly simple. Get a tongue scraper. Copper is traditional and naturally antimicrobial, but stainless steel works fine. First thing in the morning, before you drink anything, stick out your tongue and gently scrape from back to front. Don't press hard enough to hurt yourself, but firm enough to remove that coating. Rinse the scraper and repeat until it comes away clean. The whole process takes less time than finding your car keys. You'll notice the difference immediately. Your mouth feels cleaner, your breath stays fresher longer, and you might even taste food more intensely because you've uncovered taste buds that were buried under bacterial sludge. But the real benefits are happening invisibly. You're reducing systemic inflammation, supporting your gut health, and potentially protecting your brain from bacterial invaders. Some people worry about scraping too hard or damaging their tongue. Unless you're attacking it like you're trying to remove paint, you'll be fine. Your tongue is tougher than you think. Start gently and work up to a pressure that effectively removes the coating without causing discomfort. The beauty of this ancient practice is its simplicity. No expensive supplements, no complicated protocols, no lifestyle overhauls. Just a small tool and 10 seconds each morning. Tenzin has been doing this longer than most of us have been alive, and at 103, he's still climbing mountains while many people half his age struggle to climb stairs. Next time you look in the mirror, stick out your tongue. Really look at it. That coating is your body's way of showing you exactly what's happening inside. The question is, are you ready to listen and take action, or will you keep swallowing that bacterial cocktail every single day? Your future self, the one who wants to stay sharp, healthy, and independent well into old age, is counting on what you decide to do tomorrow morning. 2. We've all got it backwards when it comes to preventing falls. Everyone's focused on the wrong things: stronger glasses, leg exercises, grab bars in the bathroom. Meanwhile, the real culprit is literally right under our noses. Or should I say, under our feet. Here's what nobody tells you. Most falls aren't caused by weak muscles or poor eyesight. They're caused by stupid feet. And I mean that literally. After decades of cramming our feet into cushioned, supportive shoes, we've essentially put our feet into sensory deprivation chambers. Those hundreds of thousands of nerve endings in your feet, they've gone to sleep on the job. Your feet are supposed to be your body's GPS system. Every time you step on an uneven surface, a crack in the sidewalk, a loose rug, that sneaky acorn on the path, those nerve endings should fire off an instant message to your brain. Hey, ground's wonky down here. Adjust accordingly. Your brain then makes a lightning-fast micro-adjustment to keep you upright. You don't even think about it. But when those foot nerves get lazy from years of cushioned living, the signal gets delayed. It's like having a bad cell phone connection during an emergency call. By the time your brain gets the message and tries to correct your balance, you're already kissing the pavement. And for someone over 70, that kiss can be deadly. Hip fractures have a 30% mortality rate within the first year. Now here's where it gets interesting. This whole smart feet thing isn't some new age nonsense. There's actual science behind it, called proprioception, your body's ability to know where it is in space. And there are people who've figured out how to keep this system running like a Swiss watch well into their hundreds. In Okinawa, you'll find 90-year-olds navigating rocky shorelines and uneven village paths with the confidence of teenagers. Their secret isn't just the sweet potato diet everyone talks about. For generations, they've practiced something called a shu, a simple evening foot ritual that keeps their feet neurologically awake. Every night, they soak their feet in warm water for about 15 minutes, sometimes with a bit of ginger. Then they spend a few minutes pressing and kneading the soles of their feet. Not some complicated reflexology routine, just methodical pressure that wakes up all that sleeping nerve tissue. The warm water increases blood flow, feeding those nerves, while the massage forces them to fire and stay sharp. Think of it as a daily reboot for your foot's entire sensory panel. It's not about making your feet stronger, it's about making them smarter. Here's your homework, and it's easier than you think. Tonight, grab a basin or use your bathtub. Fill it with comfortably warm water, not hot enough to boil an egg, just warm. Add some Epsom salts if you've got them. Soak for 10 to 15 minutes while you catch up on the news or read a book. Afterward, grab a tennis ball or golf ball. While sitting, roll it firmly under each foot for about 2 minutes. Press into different spots. Feel around. You're literally waking up nerve endings that may have been snoozing for years. The whole routine takes less time than watching a sitcom rerun. This isn't about adding magical years to your life. It's about not losing the last decade of your independence to one preventable accident. Every night you do this simple routine, you're keeping those communication lines between your feet and brain wide open. You're maintaining your body's early warning system. Because here's the truth nobody wants to talk about. A fall is often the event that pushes people out of their homes and into assisted living. It's the starting gun for a race to the bottom. Surgery, loss of mobility, declining health. But it doesn't have to be your story. Your feet have been carrying you around for decades. Maybe it's time to return the favor and give them the attention they deserve. Start tonight. Your future self, the one who wants to keep walking confidently into their 90s, will thank you for it. 3. Picture a Viking warrior, not wielding an axe, but delicately snorting ice-cold seawater up his nose. Sounds ridiculous, right? Yet this bizarre ritual might have been their secret to surviving brutal Scandinavian winters when a simple cold could mean death. Modern science has cracked the code on this ancient practice, and it has nothing to do with washing out germs. The real magic happens in your nasal passages, which are essentially factories for one of your body's most powerful molecules, nitric oxide. Think of it as your internal superhero gas. Every time you breathe through your nose, you're mixing this nitric oxide into your incoming air. This molecule is a master multitasker. It relaxes your blood vessels, drops your blood pressure, boosts circulation, and supercharges your blood's oxygen-carrying capacity. Those Vikings weren't just being tough guys. They were giving their nitric oxide production a massive kickstart. Here's where most of us are screwing up royally. As we age, we become chronic mouth breathers, especially during sleep. This is like shutting down your body's natural pharmacy. When you breathe through your mouth, you're getting dumb air, completely bypassing your nitric oxide factory. Cardiologist Kenji Tanaka discovered something alarming when he tracked two groups of patients in their 70s with similar health profiles. The only difference? How they breathed at night. The mouth breathers were playing Russian roulette with their health. They had consistently higher blood pressure during sleep and were 60% more likely to have a heart attack or stroke over 5 years. Every night, they were essentially suffocating themselves for 8 hours straight. But nitric oxide isn't just about your heart. It's also a natural disinfectant that kills bacteria and viruses on contact. Your nose is like having a bouncer at the door of your respiratory system, screening out troublemakers. Mouth breathing is like leaving that door wide open with a welcome mat for every passing bug. The good news? You don't need to find a fjord to fix this. Start with the simplest trick. Place your tongue tip on the roof of your mouth, right behind your front teeth. This naturally keeps your mouth closed and encourages nose breathing. For a morning boost, let cool shower water run over your face and gently sniff a small amount into your nostrils. Nothing dramatic, just enough to wake up those tissues and jumpstart your nitric oxide production for the day. The real game changer happens at night. If you wake up with a dry mouth, you're a mouth breather. Here's an unconventional but effective solution. A small strip of gentle medical tape over your lips at bedtime. It's not about sealing your mouth shut. It's a gentle reminder to your brain to use the proper airway. People who try this often report the deepest, most restorative sleep of their lives. Your belly button might seem like the most useless part of your anatomy, just a forgotten reminder of your 9 months as a tenant in your mother's womb. But this tiny, neglected divot can actually serve as an early warning system for serious health problems brewing deep inside your body. Most people never give their navel a second thought, maybe cleaning it occasionally in the shower. But what's happening in there can signal major issues with your digestive system, liver function, or even hidden infections long before any other symptoms appear. The belly button is essentially a scar, the remnant of your umbilical cord connection. But unlike other scars, it creates a unique environment, a warm, moist pocket that's partially protected from air circulation. This makes it a perfect petri dish for bacteria and fungi, but also a surprisingly accurate barometer of your internal health. When your body is fighting inflammation or infection elsewhere, it often shows up first in your belly button. Changes in smell, discharge, or irritation can indicate problems with your gut microbiome, liver processing, or immune system function. It's like having a diagnostic window into your core health. Dr. Sarah Chun, who studies the connection between skin health and internal medicine, found that patients with certain belly button changes were 3 times more likely to have underlying digestive issues or liver problems that hadn't been diagnosed yet. Your navel was literally broadcasting distress signals that everyone was ignoring. Here's your simple belly button health check. Once a week, take a clean cotton swab and gently clean inside your navel. Normal findings? Maybe a small amount of lint or dead skin cells with no particular odor. Red flags include persistent bad smell, unusual discharge, redness, or tenderness that doesn't go away after gentle cleaning. If you notice any of these warning signs, don't ignore them. They might be your body's way of telling you something important is happening internally that needs attention. The most overlooked aspect of belly button health? Keeping it dry. After showering, make sure to thoroughly dry your navel. That trapped moisture is an invitation for problems. A simple habit that takes 5 seconds but can prevent a host of issues. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, remember to breathe through your nose and take a moment to check in with your body's forgotten signals. Your feet have been telling you about balance, your mouth about inflammation, your nose about circulation, and even your belly button about internal health. These aren't just body parts. They're your personal health monitoring system, working 24/7 to keep you informed. The secret to healthy aging isn't found in expensive supplements or complicated routines. It's about paying attention to the signals your body has been sending all along and making simple adjustments that work with your natural systems instead of against them. Your body is already doing most of the heavy lifting. You just need to listen. 5. That sweet, yeasty smell wafting from your belly button isn't just poor hygiene. It's your pancreas waving a red flag. When blood sugar runs wild, your body dumps excess glucose through sweat, turning your warm, dark navel into a yeast buffet. Meanwhile, that sharp ammonia odor? That's your liver crying for help, struggling to process toxins and leaking waste products through your skin. Brenda discovered this the hard way. During her weekly cotton swab cleaning routine, she felt a tiny, painless pea-sized lump deep in her navel. Her doctor dismissed it as a harmless cyst, but Brenda pushed for tests. That innocent bump turned out to be a Sister Mary Joseph nodule, a rare but unmistakable sign that ovarian cancer had spread throughout her body. Her 5-second cleaning habit caught advanced cancer months before symptoms would have appeared. Your belly button sits at your body's original construction site, where blood vessels once connected you to your mother. It remains a weak spot where internal problems can surface first. That stable, protected environment acts like a diagnostic window. Any new smell, discharge, or texture change is your body's early warning system in action. Here's your weekly assignment. Take a cotton swab with mild soap and gently clean inside your navel. Notice everything. New smells, unusual discharge, unexpected tenderness, or any hardness that wasn't there before. This isn't paranoia. It's listening to one of your body's most honest communication channels. But individual body parts are just the opening act. The real magic happens when you understand how your entire body works as an interconnected system. Take Maria, a 95-year-old from Sardinia, who swears by washing her body in a specific sequence every morning. She starts with her feet, works up to her torso, then finishes with her face and hair. Sounds like old-fashioned nonsense, right? Not quite. Maria's routine accidentally mimics lymphatic drainage patterns, moving fluid and toxins in the same direction your lymph system naturally flows, upward toward your heart and filtering organs. When you wash against this flow, you're essentially swimming upstream, forcing your lymphatic system to work harder to clear waste products. The lymphatic system is your body's garbage collection service, but unlike your blood circulation, it has no central pump. It relies on muscle movement, gravity, and external pressure to move lymph fluid. Maria's washing sequence provides gentle massage in the correct direction, essentially giving her lymphatic system a daily tune-up. This isn't just feel-good theory. Lymphatic massage therapy, which follows these same directional principles, has been shown to reduce inflammation, improve immune function, and even help with cognitive clarity in older adults. Maria's morning routine delivers similar benefits without expensive spa treatments. The temperature sequence matters too. Maria starts with cool water on her feet and gradually increases warmth as she moves upward. This creates a gentle vascular workout. Cool water constricts blood vessels while warm water dilates them. The progression from cool to warm encourages blood flow upward, supporting circulation in aging legs where blood tends to pool. Your nervous system also responds to this directional approach. Starting at your feet activates pressure receptors that send calming signals up your spinal cord to your brain. It's like pressing a reset button on your stress response system. Maria often mentions feeling more alert and balanced after her morning routine, not because of mystical energy flows, but because she's accidentally optimized her nervous system's morning startup sequence. The order extends beyond washing. Maria dresses from bottom to top, puts on shoes before jewelry, and even applies any medications or creams following the same foot-to-head pattern. This consistent, directional approach reinforces the lymphatic benefits throughout her daily routine. Modern research on embodied cognition suggests that physical patterns can influence mental patterns. When you consistently move in organized, purposeful sequences, your brain develops stronger neural pathways for organization and planning. Maria's structured routine may be training her brain to stay sharp and focused. Try this modified version. Start your shower or bath with lukewarm water on your feet and lower legs. Gently massage upward toward your heart. Gradually increase water temperature as you move up your body. Finish with your face and scalp using the warmest water you can comfortably tolerate. The entire process takes the same time as random washing, but works with your body's natural systems instead of against them. Pay attention to how you feel afterward. Many people report feeling more energized and mentally clear when they wash in this sequence compared to their usual random approach. Your circulation improves, your lymphatic system gets a boost, and your nervous system starts the day with a sense of order and purpose. The beauty of these discoveries lies in their simplicity. No expensive equipment, no complicated protocols, no dramatic lifestyle overhauls. Just paying attention to the signals your body sends through your belly button and organizing your daily routine to support your natural systems. Your body has been trying to communicate with you all along through these subtle channels. The sweet smell that warns of blood sugar problems, the ammonia odor signaling liver stress, the tiny lump that reveals hidden cancer, the improved energy from washing in sequence. These aren't coincidences or old wives' tales. They're your personal health monitoring system working exactly as designed. The secret to healthy aging isn't found in miracle supplements or complex medical interventions. It's about recognizing that your body is already equipped with sophisticated early warning systems and natural healing mechanisms. You just need to listen to what it's telling you and work with these systems instead of ignoring them. 6. On the Greek island of Ikaria, where people famously forget to die, lives 98-year-old Eliana. Her neighbors have turned her daily routine into a local timepiece. Walk past her house in the morning, and you'll catch the sharp, bracing scent of rosemary and sea salt. Return in the evening, and it's all lavender and chamomile drifting through the air. For decades, everyone dismissed this as harmless eccentricity. That's just not Eliana and her soap obsession. They'd chuckle. But what if this seemingly trivial habit holds the key to something profound? Eliana's morning ritual involves washing her hands, face, and neck with a coarse, handmade bar of rosemary and sea salt soap. Her evening routine is completely different, a leisurely soak using lavender, chamomile, and olive oil soap. 2 different scents, 2 different times of day, religiously followed for decades. This isn't about the antibacterial properties of rosemary or the anti-inflammatory effects of chamomile, though those help. The real magic lies in what scientists call chrono-hygiene, using scent to sync your body's internal clock. Your circadian rhythm desperately needs cues from the outside world to stay on schedule. Light is the most powerful signal, but scent runs a close second and is wildly underrated. That sharp rosemary aroma in the morning travels straight up Eliana's olfactory nerve and hits the brain's alertness center like a gentle biological alarm clock. It coaxes her cortisol system into action far more elegantly than a blaring phone, alarm, or triple shot espresso, which basically club your nervous system into submission. The evening lavender tells a completely different story. Research shows lavender's aroma increases slow-wave sleep, the deep, restorative phase where your body does its most critical repair work. Eliana isn't just washing off the day's dust. She's sending an unambiguous message to her brain. Day's over. Stop making stress hormones. Start producing melatonin. Time to rebuild. Most of us do the exact opposite. We use the same generic Ocean Breeze or Tropical Paradise body wash morning and night. Some people even use energizing citrus soap before bed, essentially telling their brain to wake up right when it needs to power down. We're creating soap-induced jet lag, confusing our internal clocks twice daily. But here's where it gets interesting. Eliana's soaps contain maybe 5 ingredients, all from her garden or the local olive grove. Compare that to your typical drugstore body wash with its 30-plus chemical ingredients, most of which you can't pronounce. When you're trying to send your body clear signals about time and rest, using products loaded with synthetic fragrances and harsh detergents is like trying to have a conversation in a nightclub. The message gets lost in the noise. Your skin absorbs whatever you put on it, and your nose processes every molecule that hits it. If you're washing with a cocktail of artificial chemicals twice daily, you're not just confusing your circadian rhythm. You're potentially triggering low-level stress responses that accumulate over time. The solution is embarrassingly simple. Find a natural peppermint or rosemary soap for mornings and a lavender or chamomile one for evenings. Use them consistently at the same times each day. Your body will start recognizing these scent cues as reliable signals for go time and slow time. This isn't about becoming a soap snob or spending a fortune on artisanal products. You can find simple, natural bars at most grocery stores now. The key is consistency and timing. Your nervous system craves predictable patterns, and when you give it clear, natural signals about when to be alert and when to rest, it responds by functioning more efficiently. After a week of this routine, many people notice they fall asleep faster and wake up more naturally. Their energy feels more stable throughout the day instead of riding the usual caffeine roller coaster. These aren't coincidences. They're your body's way of saying thank you for finally speaking its language. The people in blue zones aren't living longer because they've discovered some secret superfood or revolutionary exercise routine. They're thriving because they've maintained simple, consistent daily rhythms that support their biology instead of fighting against it. Sometimes the most powerful health interventions are hiding in the most ordinary moments of our day. 7. Your bathroom cabinet looks like a monument to modern hygiene, doesn't it? All those gleaming bottles promising 24-hour protection, deep cleaning, and confidence that lasts all day. But here's the plot twist nobody talks about. That pristine collection might be the most dangerous real estate in your entire house. Think of your body's defense system like a nightclub bouncer. This guy's been on the job for millions of years, and he's fantastic at spotting troublemakers. Some drunk stumbles up reeking of cigarettes and pollution, bounced. Sketchy bacteria trying to sneak in through a cut, not happening. But then along comes a smooth-talking molecule in a designer suit, flashing what looks like a VIP pass labeled Fresh Mountain Breeze or Ocean Mist. The bouncer waves him right through, not realizing that VIP pass is a fake, and this character is about to trash the place from the inside. That's exactly what's happening with modern hygiene products. They figured out how to dress up industrial chemicals in the language of health and cleanliness. Your body's ancient security system simply wasn't designed to recognize these modern imposters. Take that innocent-looking bottle of mouthwash. You swish it around for 30 seconds, feeling that intense burn that somehow equals clean in our minds. But that burn is often from alcohol concentrations that would make a bartender blush. You're essentially giving your mouth a twice-daily hangover. Worse yet, those powerful antiseptic agents operate on a scorched earth policy, wiping out everything in their path. Sure, they kill the bad bacteria, but they also obliterate the good guys who've been protecting your gums and helping with digestion. It's like using a flamethrower to get rid of weeds in your garden. And that squeaky clean feeling from your body wash, that's usually courtesy of sodium lauryl sulfate, a detergent so effective it's also used to degrease car engines. It strips away your skin's natural protective barrier faster than you can say moisturizing formula. Your skin spends the next 24 hours frantically trying to rebuild what you just washed down the drain. The irony is delicious. We're so afraid of being dirty that we're literally poisoning ourselves clean. Now, before you start thinking I'm suggesting you embrace your inner caveman, Let me share what the world's healthiest populations actually do. They don't have bathroom cabinets that look like chemistry labs. A traditional Moroccan might use a simple black soap made from olive oil and eucalyptus. A Japanese grandmother swears by her rice water rinse. These aren't primitive practices. They're time-tested solutions that work with your body instead of against it. For deodorant, try a mineral salt stick or a simple paste of baking soda and coconut oil. These don't plug your pores like concrete. They just make the neighborhood less appealing to odor-causing bacteria. For oral health, a warm salt water rinse does everything that electric blue mouthwash does, minus the chemical warfare. For washing, look for soaps with ingredient lists you can actually pronounce. If it takes a chemistry degree to understand what's in your soap, your skin probably doesn't understand it either. Here's your new shopping rule: the 5-ingredient test. Pick up any hygiene product. If it has more than 5 ingredients, or if you need Google to figure out what they are, put it back. Your body craves simplicity, not a daily dose of unpronounceable chemicals. The beautiful thing about simplifying your hygiene routine is that it actually works better. Your skin stops overproducing oil to compensate for being stripped daily. Your mouth's natural ecosystem rebalances itself. Your armpits stop panicking and producing stress sweat because they're not being chemically assaulted twice a day. You might save money too. That fancy anti-aging face wash costs $40 and contains the same basic cleansing agent as dish soap. A bar of traditional olive oil soap costs $3 and lasts for months. Sometimes the old ways persist because they actually work. The goal isn't to smell like a medieval peasant. It's to stop falling for the marketing myth that clean has to come from a laboratory. Your great-grandmother managed to stay clean and attractive without a bathroom cabinet full of synthetic fragrances and industrial detergents. She understood something we've forgotten. True cleanliness comes from working with your body's natural systems, not declaring war on them. Start small. Replace one product this week. Notice how your body responds when you stop bombarding it with chemicals disguised as health products. You might be surprised to discover that less really can be more, and that the path to genuine cleanliness has been hiding in plain sight all along. 8. You know what's funny about getting older? We spend decades accumulating stuff, furniture, books, kitchen gadgets we used exactly once. But when it comes to our morning routine, we act like we're living in a monastery. Wake up, stumble to coffee, check phone, repeat. But here's the thing. Your first few minutes awake are like the opening notes of a symphony. Get them right, and the whole day harmonizes. Get them wrong, and you're fighting an uphill battle until bedtime. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 74-year-old retired librarian who called her show last month. She'd been waking up feeling like she'd been hit by a truck for the past 5 years. Her doctor kept saying it was just aging, which is medical speak for "I have no idea, but you're old, so deal with it." Margaret decided to try something radical. She started talking to herself first thing in the morning. Not crazy talk, intentional talk. The moment her eyes opened, before even sitting up, she'd say out loud, "Good morning, body. What do you need today?" Then she'd actually listen. Not to her anxious brain listing all the day's worries, but to her physical self. Was her back tight? Did her shoulders feel hunched? Were her feet cold? This isn't new age nonsense. It's basic body awareness, something we had as kids, but train ourselves out of. When you're 3 years old and your stomach hurts, you don't soldier through it. You announce it to the world. Somewhere along the way, we learned to ignore these signals, to override them with caffeine and determination. But your body never stopped talking. You just stopped listening. Margaret discovered her morning stiffness wasn't inevitable aging. It was her body's way of saying she needed to move differently when getting out of bed. Instead of launching herself upright like a rocket, she started rolling to her side, then sitting on the edge of the bed for 30 seconds before standing. Revolutionary? Hardly. Effective? Absolutely. Within 2 weeks, her morning stiffness was gone. Here's what most people miss. Your body is constantly giving you data, but it speaks in whispers, not shouts. By the time something hurts enough to get your attention, it's been trying to tell you something for months. That morning check-in? It's like reading your body's overnight report. After Margaret's body scan, she does something that would make her grandmother proud. She makes her bed. Not because she's obsessed with tidiness, but because it's the first accomplishment of the day. There's actual psychology behind this. Admiral William McRaven wasn't just being poetic when he said making your bed changes your life. It's a micro-victory that sets a tone of competence and control. But here's Margaret's twist. While she's smoothing those sheets, she's doing calf raises. 30 of them. Her reasoning? I'm already there. Might as well get my blood moving. Those 30 calf raises activate her muscle pumps, helping circulation that's been sluggish all night. It's like priming a well. You need to get things flowing before you can draw water. The beauty of this approach is its simplicity. You're not adding time to your morning. You're adding intention. Margaret isn't doing an hour-long yoga routine or running a 5K before breakfast. She's just being deliberate about movements she was going to make anyway. Next, Margaret heads to the kitchen, but not for coffee. She fills a glass with room temperature water and drinks it slowly while looking out the window. Not scrolling her phone, not planning her day, just drinking water and observing the world outside. This isn't meditation. It's hydration with a side of mental clarity. Your brain is roughly 75% water, and you've just gone 8 hours without any fluid intake. Expecting it to function optimally without rehydration is like expecting your car to run smoothly with the oil light on. But here's the key. Room temperature water gets absorbed faster than ice-cold water, which your digestive system has to warm up before it can use. The window gazing isn't frivolous either. Natural light, even on cloudy days, helps regulate your circadian rhythm. It's like setting your internal clock. Margaret noticed that on days when she skipped this step and went straight to artificial indoor lighting, she felt off all day, not quite alert, not quite tired, just blah. After her water, Margaret does something that sounds almost too simple to matter. She names 3 things she can see outside her window. A red cardinal, the neighbor's yellow mailbox, the oak tree that's starting to bud. This isn't gratitude practice or mindfulness meditation. It's cognitive activation. You're asking your brain to focus, categorize, and articulate. It's like gentle calisthenics for your mind. The whole sequence takes maybe 10 minutes, and Margaret swears it's changed her life more than any supplement or exercise program ever did. She's not just awake now. She's present. She's not just moving. She's moving with awareness. She's not just starting her day. She's setting the tone for how she wants to live. The remarkable thing about Margaret's routine is that it requires no special equipment, no expensive supplements, no gym membership. It's built entirely from things she was going to do anyway. Wake up, get out of bed, drink something, look around. She just learned to do them with intention instead of automation. Your body has been with you for decades. It's carried you through good times and bad, adapted to your choices, compensated for your mistakes. Maybe it's time to start your day by acknowledging that partnership instead of treating it like a machine that should just work without maintenance. The morning sets the tone for everything that follows. You can stumble through it unconsciously, or you can use those first few minutes to establish a connection with the body that's going to carry you through the next 16 hours. The choice, as always, is yours.